Okay, today you're not calculating any variance, deviations, anything like that. So I think it'll be a super simple lesson. We're going to talk about what's called a two-way frequency table. In the table, let's look at this top one. It says the table shows the results of students naming their favorite subject. Okay, so we have favorite subjects on the top, and then we have the different homerooms on the side. So it says how many students in Miss Bailey's homeroom prefer math. So Miss Bailey's homeroom is this top row right here. So how many of Miss Bailey's prefer math? That would be 8. Right? And then it says how many students from both homerooms prefer science. So here's the science. We don't want to know just Miss Bailey's or just Mr. Cole's. We want to know the total. So that would be 13. Okay, so part of your homework is going to be reading, and then part of your homework is going to be creating your own two-way tables. So let's look at this first example. So it says a bookstore employee surveyed 56 customers and found that half of them prefer paperback books. Of the customers that prefer paperback books, 4 more prefer fiction than those that prefer nonfiction. Of the customers that prefer hardback books, 6 more preferred nonfiction than those that preferred fiction. So if we're looking at categories, right, we have paperback and hardback, and then we have fiction and nonfiction. So those are going to be our like two different categories. So I'm going to put paperback, hardback, and then total. And then down the side we have fiction, nonfiction, and total. Okay, so I'm going to make my little table like this. Okay, and now I'm going to start using the data that I'm given to fill it out. So let's look at the numbers. It says a bookstore employee surveyed 56 customers. So where would 56 go? It's the total of everything, right? So it's going to go down here, right? It's the total of paperback, hardback, and the total of fiction, nonfiction. So it says of the 56, or they surveyed 56 customers and found that half of them prefer paperback. So the total people who prefer paperback would be half of 56, which is 28. Okay, and then you can start, if you want, doing like what I call, or what not what I call, what is deductive reasoning, which is where you're like, okay, well, if half of them prefer paperback, then the other half has to prefer hardback. Okay, so of the customers that prefer paperback books, 4 more prefer fiction than those that prefer nonfiction. So there's going to be more fiction than non. So let's take out the 4 more. That would be 24. Divided by 2 is 12. So the nonfiction is 12. Now we're going to add those 4 back in, and that's 16. So of the customers that prefer paperback, so in this paperback category, 4 more prefer fiction than nonfiction. And of the customers that prefer hardback, 6 more preferred nonfiction than those that prefer fiction. So take out the 6. So 28 minus 6 is 22. Divide that by 2 is 11. Okay, so 6 more preferred nonfiction. So now add that back in. 17. 16 plus 11 is 27. And 12 plus... Oh, I messed up, didn't I? Of the customers that prefer paperback, 4 more prefer fiction. Okay. Let's see. Then those that prefer nonfiction. Of the customers that prefer hardback, 6 preferred nonfiction. Oh, no, I got it right. Just kidding. So 16 and 11 is 27, and then 12 and 17 is going to be 29. And look at this magic. When you add them together, 9 and 7 is 16 and 5. So all of our categories add up, and it all works. Okay, so let's look at number 2. So it says there are 33 students in a gym class. Of those students, 1/3 were girls wearing low-top sneakers, 16 are boys, and 15 are girls wearing high-top. So we have a girl and boy category. So we have girls, boys, and total. And then we have kids wearing high top, low top, and then total. So I'm going to make my table. Like so. Okay, so there are 33 students in the gym class. So 33 altogether. Of those students, 1/3 are girls wearing low top. So what's 1/3 of 33? 33 divided by 3 is 11. So if 1/3 are girls wearing low top, that's 11. Okay, and then it says 16 are boys. Does it say 16 are boys wearing a specific kind of shoe? Nope, it just said 16 are boys. So the boys total is 16. And then 15 are girls wearing high tops. Okay, so girls wearing high tops. Wait. Oh, sorry, not girls. And 15 are wearing high top sneakers. So the total for the high tops would be 15. Okay, so now we have to use our deductive reasoning. Okay, so if there's 33 total, 16 are boys, how many have to be girls? 17. Okay, 33 minus 16 is 17. Well now, if there's 17 total girls, 11 are wearing low tops, 6 must be wearing high tops. If 6 girls are wearing high tops, and there's 15 total high tops, that means 9 boys must be wearing them. And then 9 plus 7 is 16. 11 plus 7 is 18. And look, it all works out because 15 and 18 is 33.